Hi, my name's Treveon Bolton from Saks High School.
Treveon, we're going to start out, brother. Try to get out here during football season. Didn't get to make it out, but you're a multiple sport athlete here at Saks. Beautiful day out here, not a cloud in the sky on this football field, which you put some blood, sweat, and tears in. But before we get into that, take us back to your childhood here at Saks, and what was that like growing up? Because you were from here originally, correct?
No, I'm from Oxford, actually.
Okay.
I grew up in Oxford. Went to Oxford my whole life, all the way up to the end of 8th grade. Moved to Saks right about 2 weeks before school ended.
How's your time up here at Saks, man? Does it become like a family to you?
Yeah, this has been probably the best high school career anybody could ask for. I like it up here. It's like everybody's friendly, nice environment, good place to be at.
I noticed the times that we've been out here at Saks, it seems like the community's pretty tight-knit. It feels more like a family than just regular old fans that show up just to pull for you guys. You kind of feel like that?
Yeah, I feel like that a lot. Like everybody's close, real cool. It's more like just a family time when you with everybody around Saks.
Let me ask you this: what all sports do you play, or have you played since you've been here at Saks?
Since I've been at Saks, I've wrestled, played basketball, football, and track.
That wind's killing us today, isn't it?
Yeah, give me.
So basketball, wrestled, and track. So last year, let's take up with this past football season. Man, you guys made a seriously deep run, and without question, the toughest region in the state, top to bottom, most competitive. You guys ended up ultimately losing to Piedmont in the third round of the playoffs. Talk about this season, how special that been, it being your last season here at Saks, and the run that you guys went on together.
It was rough. Like starting out, we played terrible the first two games, of course.
You played two top three teams, though, didn't you?
Yeah, Savannah and Talladega played terrible against them. But I feel like after that Talladega game, it kind of brought us closer. And then we went on a 3-game losing streak. Of course, we played Piedmont, Ohatchee, and Welborn, which were the top 3 teams.
Yeah.
And that kind of broke a lot of people, and it made a lot of people. It made us closer as a team. All the ones that stayed and all the other ones that just showed their true colors. But I feel like that 3-game stretch kind of got us to be where we needed to be and get our head right. It was like a wake-up call for us.
I'll tell you something that you don't even know, and I ain't even told Coach Miller this, but this is a true story. I do the coaches show at 5, and Coach Benfield and I was looking at playoff brackets, and he circled y'all, and he said, "Hey, you want to see a dark horse that I think can make a run at this thing?" And he circled y'all, and he said, them guys have really put it together, and they're playing their best football at the best time. That coming from Coach Paul Benfield,
right?
And so that speaks volumes for you guys and kind of what y'all portray and kind of athletes and environment you guys have here. I thought that was really special. I want to share that with you today when I had a chance to. But that being said, I mean, it didn't end the way you did, but I mean, I'm sure you've had some great memories, man. What's your probably overall favorite memory you had on the football field alone? Because we're about to get into some other good stuff.
Football field, probably my 10th grade year. We played Cobra Heights. It was freezing cold. And that field was so muddy, like it was just like we was on the longest yard. I swear, like we was literally slipping and sliding every play, and it was just straight mud. It wasn't no grass.
There you go.
That was the funnest game I ever played.
Oh, those are some of the funnest games. I remember playing some of those in youth. Now we're about to talk about your wrestling right now because you're just coming off a state championship. When did you first start your wrestling career? Did you wrestle at Oxford?
No, sir.
What? This is your first year last year?
Sir.
You're lying.
Started it last year.
Wow. What made you come in? Did the coaches approach you about trying it out or what?
Yeah, Coach Carroll came last year, Ben Carroll from Welborn, and me and him was real close, so I had him second period. He was my history teacher, and he was a real cool coach, and he was just like, "Hey man, I'm a wrestling coach, you should just come try it out," because I decided I wasn't going to play basketball again. I played 9th and 10th grade, but I decided I wasn't going to play again. I wanted to try something else. So he was like, just come out and try it. If you don't like it, then, you can just go on. I won't be mad at you or anything. So I tried it. It ended up being fun, playing the MAC games. But some tough conditioning.
Hey, it's a different condition.
It's different.
For those who don't know I mean, a lot of people are wrestling fans, but they think like Macho Savage and Ric Flair, but like real wrestling, like you do. For those who don't know, tell people how grueling like the practices are and how tough the conditioning actually is in this sport.
A lot of people just think it's, I can run 5 miles, I'm good. No, mat shape is by far the different type of conditioning you'll ever see. Like, it's like you gasping for your last breath type 100%. Of condition. But it's all worth it at the end if you can stick with it.
I'll tell you something else that I've noticed and interviewing a lot of wrestlers lately. They know guys who actually do run cross country that can't last 20 seconds on the mat.
Right.
Because they said, like you said, mat conditioning. It's just different with somebody leaning on you.
Right. It's like fighting. It's like me and you fighting for the last breath. Like, it's either you gonna kill me or I'm gonna kill you.
That's it.
That's exactly what it's like.
But don't you think personally that you learned a lot of lessons from that about life? I've heard a coach explain that before. He said, you're going to be put in situations that's not comfortable. You're going to be put in situations that you're behind the 8 ball, so to speak, that you got to fight through.
Right. Like, wrestling, it kind of make you be a man. And, there's some girls that wrestle and make them to be stronger than others. Like, you got to, it's tough. It's going to show you the true definition of life. For example, if you, third period, 20 seconds left and you down by 8 points, you gotta sell out. You gotta give your all. You gotta make something shake to win.
100%. I agree with that. So let's talk about this season in general. Like we just mentioned earlier that you actually went and won the individual state championship. How has this season been from the start, and how long did it take you to transition out of football into wrestling shape?
Football to wrestling. I actually started 3 days after our football season, and we had wins because they had started wrestling before we ended football, because football ran into December. So I kind of got back in their shape. It took me about 2 weeks because football conditioning is nothing like, we can run sprints all day, but when you get on that mat, it's so different. Like, you need all your energy. You need the whole body. It took me about 2 weeks to get fully back in wrestling condition, like 100% wrestling condition. But I started wrestling probably 3 days after football ended, over that weekend. Was
there a time earlier this season, maybe mid-season or something, where you hit a stride and you thought, man, I might can go all the way with this thing and become the state champ?
Last year, I placed 5th my first year wrestling, but I tore my shoulder midway through wrestling season. And I tore my labrum and my bicep tendon, so I had to have surgery. And it was rough wrestling, the rest of the year, knowing that I had a tore shoulder. It was hurting a lot.
Oh, I'm sure.
Finished it on and off. I grinded, and I was like, if I could place 5th with a torn labrum, I know I can win this thing. So
yeah, for sure.
I went hard. I told my coach at the beginning of the year, my coach Jerry, Coach Ben Carroll's brother, he told me, he was like, the second day he came in the wrestling room, he said, he was like, dude, I've never met no kid as strong as you. And you probably know his son, Dalton Carroll, won many state championships. Absolutely. He won some too. Yeah, but he told me I was going to be a state champ. So
Wellborn is a powerhouse, has been for years in wrestling. I had cousins that wrestled there and won state championships in the 80s. I'm old, bro. They're older than me, but I'm old. But nah, man, having somebody like that that's seen champions, been around champions, and coached champions, how important was that to you, and you won all the way?
It was very important to me. Like I tell everybody, Coach Carroll and Coach Jerry was like, they was dads to me. Honestly, they was one of the best people I ever meet in life. They taught me so much. And me I'm a bigger weight and, stronger than most people, then, Coach, nobody would really wrestle me at practice, none of the other teammates, because I'm bigger than them. So I would have to roll around with Coach Jerry all the time. And oh my God, that man is the strongest man I ever met in my life.
It's like grabbing a bull.
I swear, that's the strongest man I ever met, hands down.
Well, man, what do you think he was like in his prime?
I would have hated the rest of him.
Hey, I tell you, another high praise for you is I was actually at the state team champions facility yesterday, interviewed Asheville.
Yes, sir.
And their coach, Sean Carter, said, I told him I was interviewing you today, and he said to tell you congratulations and that you was a handful and you wrestled against them, I believe, last year.
Yes, I wrestled them a lot last year.
Yeah, he said to tell you congratulations and that He said that guy's a really good kid.
Yeah, I like that coach. He's real nice.
Yeah, cool dude, man. I like him. What's playing in your headphones before you get ready for a match?
I don't know. Y'all want to know. It's Pooh Shiesty.
Hey, anything, man.
Pooh Shiesty, a big 30.
What's it like knowing that it's over with now and you are a state champion, and what that means to this community and this town and your teammates that you brought a championship home here at Saks?
It's rough knowing that it's my end, but I feel like I'm complete. Like, I feel like all the hard work and stuff, it paid off.
That's good.
I mean, I wish I could go another year and I could keep wrestling, but, you know, high school has always got to come to an end. You got to grow up sometime.
But you kicked some doors down, I think, to some other guys to walk through in the future, too.
Right.
I love it, man. Moving forward, what's your plan now between now and graduation here at Saks?
Just do my schoolwork.
Are you going to run track again?
No, sir, I'm not. I'm done.
You done?
I'm done with sports.
You plan on going to college?
Yes, sir.
You got any people to leave now?
No, not yet. I wanted to just sign today with the rest of my teammates, but it just went, you know, I'm not ready. I don't want to be pressured into anything. I feel like I got to, you know, be on everybody else's standards. So I'm going to just give it a few more weeks and I'm going to decide when.
Are you going to wrestle or are you going to try to play football? What you gonna
I actually want to do both. I was talking to one college, they allow me to do both.
That would be awesome.
The football coach is actually going to be the wrestling coach too, so.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Can't give no names out. You got to keep that hidden.
Got to keep it hidden. But, you know, it's going to be hard going to a bigger school and doing that, but, you know, it's a lot of small schools that was talking to me that, you know, maybe let me do that.
Yeah, but going to the next level, getting your education, no matter where you're at, brother, man,
Right.
that's huge, man.
I just want to keep going, that's all.
Well, man, good luck to you. Congratulations on the state championship. Sorry it took us so long to get out here for a one-on-one, but we're here now, man, and that's what counts. And good luck going forward and making your decision in the future. And if you ever need anything from Average Joe's, you know we're here for you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.